I guarantee you, Frankenstein will be rolling in his grave with this one. Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperCorns. I am Nick Dorian. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Universal and Focus Features' new film, Lisa Frankenstein. Now, when I first heard the news of a film called Lisa Frankenstein, I of course was interested, but at the same time had my reservations about it. And then when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. This looks interesting. And then I saw the film and went, maybe that first intuition was correct. To put it simply, Lisa Frankenstein follows a misunderstood teenage goth girl who meets and develops a relationship with a reanimated Victorian-era corpse. Now, this seems like a crazy, fun, romantic romp of a comedy, but unfortunately there's a lot of misfires at play here that just bring it down way too many notches on that level. From its cheesy humor, slightly overacting, and overall tone of the film, there's just so many things that don't unfortunately work with this film. Now, writer Diablo Cody has had some sort of cult success with the film Jennifer's Body. While it wasn't positively received, there was a lot of after effects from it that made it turn into a cult film. However, less can be said about Lisa Frankenstein. While you can see a lot of the same sort of elements from Jennifer's Body in this, I think there was a lot of miscommunication, or there's something not gelling between Zelda Williams and Diablo Cody herself. It feels like Zelda had a vision for this and Diablo had her vision for this, and there's just something that doesn't match with it. Having said that though, there is a sort of 80s vibe that they're going for here, which works on some point. If it was their goal to deliver an 80s era type film, I think they were successful in that. As I was watching it, there were a lot of reminders that I got of that time and how the films, while not great, there was just something about them that made it so camp and hilarious at the same time. If that was the vision they were going for, I think they succeeded extremely well in that sense. But if it wasn't, then that's where the fault lies. Now, with a name like Lisa Frankenstein, that of course is enough to poke a little bit of interest because you've got that name Frankenstein right at the end. So you think this is going to be some sort of reanimation story, which it is kind of, but also kind of not. It feels more like a love story between a human and the undead at the end of the day, and there's a film that did it very well, and that would be Warm Bodies. Now, where Warm Bodies succeeded in the sense that it was this over-the-top film about a romance between a zombie and a human, we sort of understood what they were going for in the sense that it was going to be unreal, over-the-top, and completely out there. That worked in their favor. Lisa Frankenstein unfortunately doesn't quite capture that same element and feel that Warm Bodies did in the sense of the over-the-topness. Now, despite all this nitpicking, I know there's an audience out there for this. It may not be for me, it might be for you, and especially the sort of young adult and teenagers that might love films like this. I can see that's sort of the target market they're going for, and if that's the case, power to them. That's their kind of film. It's not for me, it's for them. And for that, I applaud them for it. But unfortunately, I think this sort of falls short and will not reach the same level of cult success that Jennifer's Body did. But at the end of the day, Lisa Frankenstein is still a little bit of a fun watch and a mindless sort of humor film that you can watch on your next movie night and just enjoy yourselves, lay back and just have a good time. So do yourself a favor, Lisa Frankenstein is now available on digital. Go watch it and let me know your comments down below. Like I always say, I may not like it, you may like it. Let me know, I want to know. And as always, you can check us out on all social media. It's all on the screen at the moment: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. Go and subscribe to the channels as well as follow those social media for more updates. Thank you so much again for watching. I am Nick Dorian, and as always, keep watching the movies.